Good Thursday evening to you. Richard Scott here with the forecast update. Let's go into the tropics first. I'll show you what's happening out there. We got, again, Hurricane Florence, which is coming up on the Carolinas. By the way, this recording 10:30 on this Thursday night. I'm doing a little bit of a later update tonight because of the fact that we got some new information in. Isaac, which is a tropical storm, now moving into the Caribbean. That one's being sheared apart quite a bit. Winds down to 40 miles per hour. We got subtropical storm Joyce in the North Atlantic and Tropical Storm Helene also in the North Atlantic. Those two are going to head out to sea. No problems with that. In terms of what is closer to home, we got a hurricane. This is Florence coming in on the North Carolina coastline. We got some dangerous winds, very heavy rainfall, flooding issues, and storm surge happening tonight on the North Carolina coastline. In fact, this is pretty much all North Carolina situation for now, but this will move southwest into portions of South Carolina late tonight. Here's a close image again. This is about 10:30 on this Thursday night. Wilmington, heavy rainfall, strong winds over towards Morehead City, also getting this. But you see the eye of the storm there in the center is slowly inching off towards the west. It's really slowed down today in terms of forward motion, but the latest from the Hurricane Center, winds have come down some more. Winds down to 90 miles per hour. That makes this a Category 1 hurricane, and that's good news, but keep in mind this is a large storm, so there's going to be an issue with very heavy rainfall and storm surge. Also, within about 100 miles of the coast, that's where we're going to have the main issues of wind damage with this hurricane. Fortunately, though, this is not a Category 4 storm as it was earlier. His storm has steadily weakened over the past 36 hours or so as it does move off towards the coastline. Pressure 956 millibars. In terms of winds, so far, I have not seen any hurricane gust inland. We'll watch that carefully. We have winds that are generally gusting to about 40 to 50 miles per hour within about a strip of say 50 to 60 miles of the coastline. You see several wind reports higher than 40 miles per hour, tropical storm force winds. Essentially, these winds will increase tonight as the inner core gets closer to the coastline where we'll see those hurricane force winds overnight. Here's our futurecast model and take you into the overnight hours, show you what it's going to look like. The eye of the storm comes up on the Wilmington area. Again, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. This should still be as a Category 1 hurricane, and it will gradually continue to weaken as it interacts with land. But again, the larger city of Wilmington will have some issues of strong damaging winds late tonight and during the day on Friday as well. Then flooding, also a big concern. This thing is just going to sit here for a couple of days in terms of these feeder bands feeding into the coastal section of North Carolina. Looks like the main issues of flooding is going to be really from about Raleigh and points east towards the coast and points south as well into the northeastern portion of South Carolina. Here's a look from Tuscaloosa tonight. We had some thunderstorms earlier this afternoon in the area. Those have since died off. Look at the radar. Conditions are dry tonight across Alabama. In terms of how much rain fell, really interesting to note, the Birmingham airport, not even a tenth of an inch of rain, but there was a flash flood warning for central Jefferson County earlier as a storm reports of about 2 inches of rainfall across parts of Jefferson County. Just the airport happened to miss that. Gadsden got a pretty good downpour, about 1.14 in the bucket, and Tuscaloosa about a quarter inch there. Temperatures tonight are generally in the 70s. Again, a warm, muggy night. Dew points also very high in the 70s. Bus stop forecast tomorrow morning for Friday. We'll be in the mid-70s. Plenty of sunshine early in the day. Here's your forecast for the rest of the day. Temperatures by lunchtime up to 90. 3 o'clock around 93. Again, our futurecast model, all dry for tonight. Tomorrow, there could be an isolated afternoon storm. Many of us will be dry. The weekend also looking dry. Here's your forecast tonight, low 70s. Tomorrow, low to mid 90s. A stray afternoon storm can't be ruled out. Again, the chance for that drops below 10% for Saturday, Sunday, and early next week as dry air does take over for a few days.